Hi there, I'm Rene from the MarketPress team. This video tutorial is about the customer groups in B2B Market. Customer groups in B2B Market allow you to easily offer role-based prices and discounts in your WooCommerce shop. Before I explain the functionality of the customer groups in B2B Market in more detail, I will briefly describe user roles in WordPress. WordPress already comes with a variety of user roles that have different rights. WooCommerce adds 2 more user roles in WordPress during the installation. These are Shop Manager and Customer. In addition, the administrator gets additional rights to edit or administrate WooCommerce. The user role Customer is automatically assigned to the customer in WordPress when he or she registers in WooCommerce. Via these customer groups, you can now send special prices or discounts to registered and unregistered customers or hide certain products from these customer groups. There are no restrictions regarding the number of customer groups and the use of names. However, you should keep in mind when choosing a name that the name of the customer group is used by the customer during registration. The name should be therefore understandable and comprehensible for the customer. Typical customer groups are wholesalers, premium customers, regular customers, employees, and so on. All setting options in the customer groups are optional. When creating the customer group, there is no distinction between private customers for a B2C shop and business clients for B2B shop. The setting options are the same for the groups, and later customers can be registered in several customer groups at the same time. In this tutorial, I will create as an example 2 different customer groups. One customer group for private customers and one customer group for business clients. First, I will start with the customer group for private customers. Click on the button New Customer Groups to start and enter Employee as name. The idea is that employees in this customer group receive a 10% discount in the online shop. This discount should not apply to the home and garden service. When creating a customer group for the first time, you will already see important setting options. However, all options are only displayed after saving the customer group for the first time. I begin at the customer group with the area Apply Prices. Only if products are selected in this area, you can assign group prices, scale prices, and discounts in the customer group. If no products are selected in this area, there is no discount for this customer group in the online shop, and you will not be able to check a discount for test purposes. This means that you can use the area Apply Prices to determine which products in the shop are discounted. In my example, the discounts for the customer group Employees should not apply to all products, but only to the flower bulbs. In the Apply Prices section, you can select individual products or even entire product categories. You can also combine these options. On the far right, you will find the option to apply group prices and discounts to all relevant products. But this option also overrides the settings in the area Products and Product Categories. In the area Blacklist, you can define which products the customer group will actually be able to see in the shop. To check the settings which have already been made, I created a test customer with the customer group Employee and logged in. As expected, not much has happened yet, but I already know that later the discounts only apply to the flower bulb. After I have logged in, I can also see the garden care for business clients, which I should not actually see as an employee. To deactivate products for a customer group, there is a blacklist. So there is the possibility to deactivate individual products or product categories for a particular customer group in the shop. In this example, this would be the garden care for business clients, as my employees represent private buyers. There is also the option to convert the blacklist into a whitelist. In that case, the customer group will only see the product selected in this section, which would then be the garden care for business clients. If you don't need this area, you can deactivate this function in the options and save resources. The deactivation in the settings will then affect all customer groups and cannot be reactivated in the customer group with a slide control. Activation is only possible via the options menu. Let's now briefly check in the demo shop whether the customer group employees actually only sees the products that have been selected for them and if the product for business clients is deactivated. Now I can start adjusting the group prices and discounts for the customer group employees. The group price is a group discount affecting all products assigned to the customer group. The discount types available are fixed price, discount fixed value, and discount in percent. The value is entered in the field in front of it. Group price as fixed price means that all products of the customer group are being offered to a uniform price. As an example, I write 5 in the field and all products that are eligible for a discount for my customer group are available at a price of €5. Discount fixed value means that the entered value is deducted from the price for all products assigned to the customer group. To give an example, I type 2 in the field and all products in my demo shop automatically have a discount of €2 and are thus €2 cheaper. Discount in percent means that all products in the shop are offered cheaper by the given percentage. In this case, there is a 10% discount on all products. The next option is the scale price. Scale prices in this context means the discount on the product price when buying a certain quantity. B2B Market calculates the scale price based on the quantity that the customer places in the shopping cart or changes the quantity in the shopping cart accordingly. Here too, there are 3 different discount types: fixed price, discount fixed value, and discount in percent. The entry of the respective value is done in the first field, scale price. Then there will follow the fields where it's defined from which and until which quantity the discount is given. If you leave the field quantity until empty or set it to 0, there is no upper limit for the quantity in the scale prices. Alternatively, you can create several lines for the scale prices and define exact quantities so that the scale prices can be controlled exactly. As an incentive to buy, I give the customer group employees 10% discount for the purchase of 5 products and 20% discount for the purchase of 10 products. Now a short test. I'm logged in as a test customer with the customer group employees and add 5 products to the shopping cart. Then I automatically receive a 10% discount just as previously said. So I increase the number of products to 10 and get a 20% discount. This means the scale prices work. The next areas are applied prices and blacklist, which was already explained at the beginning. Then follows a discount possibility with the first order of a customer from this customer group. Since I also want to encourage the employees to order, each employee receives a 25% discount on the first order. There is a field for the description, then a field for the value, and on the right side the discount types fixed discount and percentage discount. In the lower fields, it is then possible to limit the discount to individual products or product categories to the first order. In my demo shop, I will briefly show you the procedure. The first buyer puts products into the shopping cart and then gets the discount displayed in the shopping cart and later at checkout. The final option refers to discounts for certain product categories. Let's assume that the rose season is coming to an end, so I could grant discounts for this category. So, for example, from the purchase of 10 products of the category roses, there is a 50% discount. I can also check this discount type in the demo shop immediately and add roses to my shopping cart. This step completes the settings for the private customer, and I now create a customer group for the commercial buyer with the name wholesaler. First, I assign the products to which the discount and customer-specific prices shall apply. Since the discounts shall apply to all products of the customer group wholesalers, I activate the button Activate All Products. However, the wholesaler should not have access to the specific product of private customers after logging in to the shop, so I deactivate the house and garden service for private customers in the blacklist. The setting options are the same for all customer groups. For the wholesaler customer group, I would like to briefly describe the scale prices again. As it is a wholesaler, there are discounts only for the purchase of large quantities. From 100 pieces of the same product in the shopping cart, the wholesaler receives a 10% discount, and from 200 pieces in the shopping cart, the wholesaler receives a 20% discount. This means that only if there are at least 100 pieces of the same product in the shopping cart, the wholesaler receives a 10% discount on this product, and if there are at least 200 pieces of the same product in the shopping cart, the customer receives a 20% discount on this specific product. At the end of the setting options, there are the specific tag settings for the selected customer group. If net prices instead of gross prices is activated in this area, the customer group in the shop will see the prices without VAT. After the product has been placed in the shopping cart, the customer only sees the product prices in net. In the lower area of the shopping cart, in the shopping cart total, the corresponding VAT is then added, which is also displayed during checkout in the payment process. The last setting option concerns the VAT ID validation when this customer group is registered. If this option is activated, a field for entering the VAT ID appears when registering the customer group. The registration option will be explained separately in a new tutorial. The next section is All Customers. The discounts and scale prices set here apply to all customer groups of B2B Market, so that you, if you want to offer the same discounts for all customer groups at the same time, can set this in the area All Customers. In order to apply all discounts for registered and unregistered customers of WooCommerce, the respective customer groups must be activated. B2B Market always finds the best price for the customer from all available prices. It is irrelevant where these prices were set, no matter if globally in the customer group or in the product itself. To conclude this tutorial, I recommend that you check price adjustment and discount promotions in the shop as soon as they are created, so that the customer will always receive the best price for him. I wish you much success in setting up your customer groups in B2B Market.